Larry Newman is here to discuss the restructuring.
That restructuring.
Thank you and good afternoon. Thanks for allowing us to speak to you today. I'm joined today by my colleague Tom Williams and by Jerry O'Donnell, one of our organization's board members. We're here today to formally request that the Board of Commissioners consider the restructuring of a portion of the debt owed by the Greater Wilkes-Barre Development Corporation to the Luzerne County Office of Community Development. As you know, those funds are not part of Luzerne County's general fund. They are specifically intended to make investments and to create jobs for this community. And we have done that over and over again, repaying millions in principal and interest and resulting in hundreds of thousands of square feet of industrial and commercial space, the creation of tens of thousands of jobs for Luzerne County residents, and millions in new taxes generated for the county and other local taxing bodies. Some background: in 2006, in order to enhance the region's quality of life and the economic vitality of downtown Wilkes-Barre, the Development Corporation made a $12 million investment in the creation of the Northampton and Maine development. That was a necessary investment. It was our gift to the community to help spur growth in downtown and beyond. We are happy to have had the ability to make that investment, as the result has catalyzed the current revival of downtown Wilkes-Barre. Unfortunately, the Development Corporation's plan to recover that investment by selling its real estate assets in a thoughtful and mission-oriented manner has been significantly hampered by ongoing economic conditions. The simple fact is that the state of the national economy has placed most commercial and industrial real estate activity into a deep freeze. The circumstance has continued since late 2007, and it's likely to continue for the foreseeable future. Consequently, as you know, in June of 2009, we entered into an initial loan restructuring agreement with LCOCD, calling for the deferment of loan payments for 18 months and the repayment of $2 million to LCOCD by the end of 2010. We had, as most people had anticipated, a faster end to the recession and the lack of land sales. Nonetheless, even with the limitations caused by the national economy, the Development Corporation has never missed a debt payment to LCOCD. In fact, during that time, we paid down LCOC debt by more than $3.9 million. We have also made dramatic internal reductions in staff and overhead. However, the real estate market has not improved, and we're now faced with two choices. We can attempt to dispose of property assets today in a fire sale situation, which would not return the maximum value. Or we can restructure the remaining LCOCD loans in order to ensure 100% repayment, to provide LCOCD with sufficient collateral, and to provide the Development Corporation with the time necessary to ensure that our land assets can be sold for reasonable values as the market recovers. I should reiterate that we are not asking for $1 of forgiveness of principal or interest. We are merely asking for time that would give us the ability to properly return the maximum value. In total, we're asking for approximately $4.7 million in notes to be restructured. The request really can be divided into three groups. There's $1.8 million in debt that is currently unsecured. Of that amount, $1.4 million would be secured by a second position on our most valuable land assets, East Mountain and Highland Park, to be repaid on a per acre basis, with 20% of any net sale proceeds going to LCOCD. The remaining $400,000 of that, together with two small notes related to downtown properties, totaling approximately $120,000, would be secured by the value of property at Hanover Crossings, our business park in Hanover Township. The proposed restructuring, it should be noted, would give the Board of Commissioners final approval over the sale of any acreage in Hanover Crossings. There are also two notes related to our current incubator facility, which together total about $1.9 million. And finally, the existing Poseidon loan, little more than $850,000, which is currently due upon the sale of the property, would be extended for another 36 months or until a sale, whichever comes first. As part of the restructuring proposal, LCOCD would receive the highest available secured position on the parking lot. The North River Street parking lot adjoining the Ira Temple facility, and a first position on what's called Lot 2 in the Hanover Industrial Park, containing roughly 25 acres, until such time as the loans have been satisfied. I would just close by saying that the Development Corporation continues to be committed to meeting all of its obligations. I should note that one of the largest banks in the world, Wells Fargo, has given us the time and breathing room we need to meet the obligations to them. We're not asking LCOCD for anything more than that. Our goal, again, is to ensure 100% repayment of our current obligation, and we want to make sure that we have a structure in place that allows us to do so. So with that, thank you for your consideration, and